have different processes going on. We are basically divided the TEC in different working groups. We have the Hatcher Outreach Working Group, which is the group the community steward of, and it's a group focusing on onboarding proposals and hatchers. Why is this relevant? Because for us, once we launch the DAO, we will need hatch. That's what we call the hatch, the launching, and then in order to make it successful or realistic, we need proposals, projects that will receive funding, and we will also need funding. And that's where the hatchers comes, and the hatchers is this person who gets committed to the project and also give funding to it. Right now, we are in the process to onboard people who are on the community of the tech engineering and that wants to be involved on the creation of this process. We are a decentralized organization, so basically most of the decisions are handled and taken by the own community. And right now we are using the forum as one of the main options to take decision and make decision making. And then we have that working group, which is the Hatcher Outreach Working Group. We have the legal working group, which is a working group that dedicates itself to all the intricacies, all the details, all the protection for the members of the community, and all the legal aspect that comes with designing this project. We have tech parameters. We have gravity working group. I don't know, Juan, if you want to explain what the gravity working group does.
Yes. What we are trying to do in the gravity is to apply certain alternative conflict management mechanisms that are used in diverse social structures, and to bring that figure of conflict management and of conflict managers into the DAO ecosystem, trying to provide for the well-being of the communities. Because we have noticed that DAOs are a community of experts, and it's normal that conflict may arise in all social structures. And the idea is that we can promote a nonviolent communication and ways to strategically address disputes in the best way possible to promote the resilience of the social structures behind the DAOs. And what we are trying to do is to apply certain also the principles that Ostrom notes, that are 8 Ostrom principles for enduring CPR institutions, so that the commons that we launch in the TEC can have this like a framework to guarantee their sustainability. But I want to ask you, Bitsika, are you in the Telegram praise channel? This is a good step to enter into the community, because in that way you can see what everyone is getting praised for, and also you can receive praise for every activity that you join.
Yeah, I am in Telegram. Actually, yeah, I was onboarded through Twitter.
Right.
I was on my own accord. I was some things that TEC Twitter was saying, you know, I identified with, and I retweeted and all that stuff, and I was invited to Telegram for praise and stuff, and
Right.
through that I applied to be in the seed
Trusted seed.
some trusted seed, yeah. So and I made a donation also. So that's progressing, I guess, in the background. But yeah, I'm doing some diligence by participating on this. Yeah, so I'm just learning more.
Yeah, the praise system that Juan mentioned, it's a kind of a horizontal approach to also be aware of everyone is doing and also to acknowledge what everyone is doing. At the end of the day, this praise system becomes impact hours. Impact hours becomes stack tokens, and so we sort of recognize and give acknowledgement to people who have worked. Every praise is an impact hour kind of system. And you will see in the TEC Twitter that we have every 2 weeks accounting of publicly of this praise system that we have created. And then the other part that you mentioned, the trusted seed. The trusted seed is what allow you to be a hatcher. It's the first step to become a hatcher, and that will give become a hatcher will give you voting rights later on once we launch the DAO. So following the working groups, then we have Septimus on the transparency working group. Do you want to explain, Septimus, what is the transparency working
Yeah,
group?
thank you, Eduardo. On transparency, we're working on having all the documentation, not only paper documentation, but also digital documentation, but also the recordings. And so, our main goal is to everyone in the community when they join, they can have access to everything, and yeah, we do that to promote the transparency of the DAO, and at the same time that promote accountability for us. And now we are starting to doing audits to each working group to help them to have everything up to date. And yeah, and our main goal is to keep it accountable. I'll pass it back to you, Edu.
Thank you, Septimus. So yeah, Bitsiga, if you have any doubt, you will also have YouTube channels where you can see more or less how the meetings we update and update the upload. Sorry, the meetings to YouTube. We also have Medium where we post blog posts and so on. So if you want to know more about certain processes or meetings and so on, or if you have missed certain meetings, you can go to YouTube and then you will find some information. And if not, you can reach to any of us on this call via Telegram or Discord, and we will more than gladly to help you. In my working group, I can specifically help you with the Hatcher part. If you have any doubt about what it means, how you get involved more, or if you want to submit a proposal to receive funding through the forum, I can also help you with that. And then the next working group that we have is a SoftGov working group, which is led by Livia. Livia, do you want to explain your working group?
Sure. Yeah, in SoftGov, we've been applying Elena Ostrom's principles. So I don't know if you're familiar with her. Have you heard of her?
Only through your talk in East Denver. I plan to read a book or any materials by her. Yeah, being part of status community, at least it's not really a DAO or anything, but yeah, I have had this intuition about there is the overall value flows, and there is the qualitative values and quantitative values, and I have been inherently interested in the transition from qualitative to quantitative, and that's part of what my first striking about TEC was. I was interested in how uh, qualitative value gets quantified, like praise and all this. My just intuitive understanding is it's quantifying value, and value is always flowing and emergent, and there's some difficulties, and I wanted to see how TEC is making it realistic and you know practical.
Yeah, that's also something we've been talking in SoftGov. And also, hey, Reuben, if you have any questions, also feel free to pop up.
Yeah, hi Juan, Eduardo, Olivia, Septimus, and Bitsika. I was actually here to know a little bit more about the Hatcher Outreach channel, because I'm talking to some Prime DAO individuals that are interested in participating in the Hatch. And I wanted to know some more information regarding like what is the amount that people have to invest, and how does this entire hatching kind of onboarding go, and what are the benefits that they can get out of it? Because those are the questions I received from them that I couldn't answer clearly.
Cool. I'll just answer Bitsika and then I'll pass back to you, Eduardo. So how we've been looking into the quantification to have this like quality and quantity approach, that it's something quite tricky to balance. So we have the praise system that it's very qualitative and very open, because you can dish praise for anything, and then all of this praise goes to a spreadsheet, and then it comes the subjective quantification, that is people looking into each one of these praises and giving a specific value for it, and this value is impact hours. So how much impact that contribution created, and then impact hours because it's somehow easier to transform this into token. So we have this measure of like reward per hour kind of thing, but it's not like a real hour, it's the impact hour. So all of this impact hours from each contributor will turn into TEC tokens after the hatch. So that's how we've been kind of bringing this qualitative measure in a way that it becomes quantitative, and also adding cred that we've been working on it now to implement together with praise. So source cred grabs information from GitHub, the forum, and yeah, I think now just GitHub and the forum, because we're not using Discord, but it grabs all of this data, and we have the parameters set for them, so they also turn into TEC tokens that will be distributed in an automated way by source cred. So that's how we've been doing praise. And I just checked on the TE praise, and you're not there. Like maybe you're in the comment stack chat that you can also receive praise, but the TE praise is different. So the praise bot is going to start working for multiple communities soon, and I'll send you here the link for you to join. And just a quick like intro on Ostrom, that he said he just heard from my talk. So she won the Nobel Prize in economics in 2009 because she proved wrong the collective action dilemmas, like the tragedy of the commons, the what is the name of the other two? The prisoner's dilemma and the collective action problem. So she proved them wrong by providing a set of tools for how you can build self-managing collective common pool resources. So we've been following her principles and implementing her principles to the TEC.
That's definitely fascinating. I don't know of anybody doing this kind of engineering to transition from qualitative to quantitative. So this is part of my fascination at the moment.
All right. I mean, if you have more information, you want more information, you can message. You can keep asking questions here, of course, or message Livy or Juan for more information about this kind of cultural build. That is a process that it's quite unique, I feel, to the DAC. So, Ruben, you have doubts regarding, or questions, sorry, regarding the Hatcher outreach working group. So, I'm gonna try answer them. You mentioned
Yeah,
amount
go
of
ahead.
investment, right? So the amount of investment, there is no limit. The idea of being a hatcher is giving everyone in the community the capacity to vote. So there is no minimum amount to be a hatcher. There is a process following being a hatcher that needs to be sort of paid, which is the Swiss Membership Association. There is a cost for that, which is 450 DAI. You can apply also to a scholarship for that fee, but that's the fee that is for covering expenses and to also be part of the Swiss Association membership that will allow you to be legally a hatcher. Um, and that money also goes to protect yourself against any liability up to 10,000 bucks. So that's the first question regarding what is the cost of being a hatcher. Can you remind me the other ones?
Yeah, what is like what do you get in return for participating or becoming a hatcher? What is the benefits that you get?
Um, that's a tricky question.
Can,
A tricky and a good question.
can I say
Yes,
one thing?
sorry.
There is a video on the forum post that I can share you the link where Griff is explaining how the bonding curve work, and it's just amazing. I just share the link and you check it out.
Cool.
I can also jump in here that I think the benefits of becoming a hatcher is getting into the DAO in this very early stage. So the hatchers will be initiating the bonding curve. That means that they will have the lowest price of the tokens when they enter. And it's very important that all of these people are very purpose aligned with what we're doing, because it's so fragile. It's like this baby that is being born, so we need people that are there to nurture it and to commit with looking forward to the long term of the success of the commons, and not only like pumping dumping investors. So we can't say this is not an opportunity of getting like financial rewards with the DAO, because it is, and that's how the bonding curve works. But it's also not like an investing opportunity in the sense of like you're gonna initiate the bonding curve, and then when the price goes up, you're gonna take it off, and it's not supposed to be this type of like make money machine. But that being said, it's really incredible what the TEC is doing, and the token engineering is such an amazing field that is being advanced by the TEC. So I think entering as a hatcher is an incredible opportunity.
Yeah, and I think, in fact, I remember this comment made by Griff and Tam, which is like, we do not say investment, so people can like have this idea of profit, immediate economic profit taken out from um, their mind when they think about being a hatcher. Being a hatcher involves way more than just an investment, which is usually what a person will do. So I think there is a huge return for someone who is a hatcher, that is not only being part of this process, as Libby mentioned, but also having a glance to all this knowledge, all these things that are going on, and these implementations, as some of them are new, some of them have not been implemented in this way. So it's, I think being a hatcher sort of requires a low key kind of interest and seeing forward, and having their mentality aligned with the common stack and with the EC kind of vision. And I think that it's really powerful. Next question. If you have any.
Yeah, those were actually the main questions. And so what I understood is that you participate in the hatch, you receive specific tokens, and those tokens represent governance, or at least a stake in the governance, right, of the pool of funds that can go to proposals of the token engineering commons community. Correct?
Yeah, and the funny thing is, like, you governing that common, you are helping to advance the token engineering. That's awesome. And I really suggest to watch the video that again, because it's incredible. It's really incredible.
Where did you share it?
I put it on the general chat and I tag you.
All right, cool. Thank you. Thank you for answering, Eduardo.
Thank you for asking.
And when is the next call, Hatcher outreach call? Is there?
Sorry, can you ask again?
Is there going to be a Hatcher outreach call anytime soon, or meeting?
Yes, in fact, we have one today.
Okay.
We have one today in an hour and a half, 6 p.m. Central European time.
All right.
So you're welcome to join, of course.
I will try to join. Thank you.
Thank you.
Also,
yes.
if anyone wants to be onboarded as a hatcher, we have one-on-one calls that we've been making. If you have anyone that wants to understand more, to be like fully onboarded, you can.
Yeah, I think from the Prime DAO, at least the ones that are part of the trusted seed, because I talked to Griff, and Griff said, yeah, it's mainly for individuals and for people that are part of the trusted seed. Or Luke would be interested in joining. So I will try to arrange a one-on-one Hatcher call with them. Yeah, with Luke and somebody from the token engineering community. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Reuben. I don't know if Libby, do you think there is someone else we can talk about? Otherwise,
I think
Mystica and Reuben.
I think there is very, very exciting. Like, we didn't talk about TEC params and what that's been leading by TEC. Do you want to explain it, Eduardo? Or should I keep?
Go ahead.
Okay. What we are doing is we will have all those impact hours you will be earning, contributing. Then you could use them to decide the parameters of the DAO, and that's the first time that that's the first DAO that do that. I'm not good explaining, but the thing is incredible, because all the community is going to decide the parameters of the DAO, and it's going to be like our economy and our choice. That's awesome.
Exactly. It's like what you mentioned, Bitika, regarding the cooperative in Nepal. It's having this, I feel, is like taking to the next level this cooperative system in a way that now the same cooperative, all the members choose the parameters of how this cooperative works. And that's something very powerful because at the beginning it seems quite easy, but then all the details that goes into this cultural build, and that's why we have so many working groups dedicated for these human aspects of it, because it's in order to achieve a good space and a healthy space for everyone. So the parameters and the people who are picking them are aligned in a way. So, individual, are we missing? So I think we have covered most of the things that can be have or can be thought about it. We have the forum. I will just communicate the channels for everyone to make clear. We have Discord channel, which we're using right now. We have the voice channels where if you see anyone on these calls, you can jump in. Most of them are working groups, sessions. Sometimes there are open calls like this one. We have community calls on Thursday. Also, you can join to these community calls to know. Sometimes we have pitch of projects, proposals that have been proposed on the forum. We have a brief summary about what is the state of the TEC, and you can get an idea of where the things are going and how the things are going. It's a good call to be present, even if you are only like listening, because it puts you in place to understand many things, and the working groups gives an update on the work that they are doing that week. So we have Discord, then we have Telegram. We have different Telegrams for working groups. We have a praise system Telegram, which is the one that Livy mentioned before, and also probably the one that the tweet that was sent to you throw you at Bitica, and then we have these Telegram groups that serves as an engage and also a way to communicate in between the community, and also it helps to have any um, to jump in and just ask to any of us. Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the AMA call. So,
Thanks.
so you are welcome to any of these channels to reach us out, and then we have Twitter where we basically keep updating constantly about the things that are happening. Mainly the praise counting. We also update. We tweet about our own members if they publish a paper or if there's something interesting for the talking engineering community goes into that channel. And what else we have? Yeah, Medium, where Jessica, which leads the comms working group, which I forgot to mention about, and the comms working group, basically it's all the communication that goes internally and externally, that it's sort of it's aligned, so we're all on the same page. And that's the working group that handles the Twitter, the Discord, and also the Medium and any other communication channel that is for the DEC. And yeah, that's pretty much all. I don't know if any of you guys have something else to add or any other question. All right. If anyone has any doubt, we will finish the call for today here. Uh, I will try to praise everyone who came to this call on the PE Praise channel. And thank you so much, Bitika and Reuben, for joining in with your questions. If there was anything left, feel free to message me on Telegram or Discord. And I hope to see you around.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Bye.